Hey everyone, it's Taylor Klapak on Gemmy Master Animatronics, and I am now an official member onto this channel. Some of you guys may recognize me, some of you may not recognize me. For those who don't recognize me, I do have my own YouTube channel, which is just Taylor Klapak, and that'll be down in the description below, and same with my Instagram. If any of you guys want to follow me, I do have Instagram, which is Taylor Klapak altogether, and that link will be down in the description as well. Now what this video is going to be is kind of like an intro. I'm going to be telling you guys a little bit about how I got into the hobby in the first place and kind of how the experience was in a sense. So I guess we'll get started. So for me, it was not a childhood thing, and I know for some people out there that are collectors and whatnot, you know, it was probably a childhood thing for them, you know, but for me, it was not. When I was like real little, animatronics used to freak me out, especially like the big ones especially. So yeah, and I just never really had like that interest or nothing like that, but then, you know, as time went, it was like mid-2013 when I started collecting, but how I got into it in the first place seems like so random, but my father was doing something in his basement, and it was at the old house that we used to live in. He was doing something in the basement, and he came across his Billy Bass that he had, which is now mine, and it was the fast tail variant. So he was like, "Oh, Taylor, you remember this thing?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, it's that Billy Bass, you know," and I really wanted to mess with it so bad. So then he let me mess with it, you know, because I don't think I even remember what it did or nothing, but he let me mess with it, and I thought it was so cool. So I'm like, I wonder if there's any other like singing fish out there. So then that's when I went on YouTube and typed in the search bar singing fish, and you know, all of these results came up of like stuff relating to singing fish, and then that's how I was discovering more about it. And so then I decided, I'm like, man, you know, I really want a singing fish now. So I got one from Amazon. It was originally supposed to be a Louis the Largemouth Bass, but then it ended up being a Big Mouth Billy Bass Jr., and it was like the German variant that sings "Don't Worry, Be Happy, and I Will Survive." And if you don't know what that is or whatever, I don't know, but it's just it looks pretty much just like one of the 15-year edition fish, except it does not have the super shiny nameplate. But yeah, and even though I got sent the wrong fish, I was still like so happy that I at least had a singing fish. I just did not care. So then I was like, man, you know, I really want more. So then, you know, as time went, I started getting more, and I also started uploading. And originally I started uploading on this other channel that had to do with, like, you know, the singing fish. You know, it was this other channel, it was called Tay Tay is Cray Cray, and yeah, I had stuff on there, and then I switched on to the channel that I currently have now, and I've been uploading on there ever since for a while. And then it was 2016 when I ended up stopping collecting. And you know, back then, by the way, it was just the fish. I didn't really focus on collecting anything else, even though I knew about other things, you know, that had to do with the stuff besides the fish. But anyway, so I did stop collecting, and the only reason why I stopped collecting in the first place was because I used to care about what people thought about it. And, you know, none of my friends even knew that I had a YouTube channel based off of that stuff. They didn't know that there was a community out there. They didn't know anything whatsoever. They didn't even know I had an interest in it, and I didn't really feel like I could really tell anyone, just because that's when I, you know, was discovering more about the fact that there's a community out there, and, you know, just more about the stuff and whatnot. And so then it was like, there were times, you know, where I decided to be like open about it, but then I kind of got crapped on, which did not make me feel so good. But then I stopped, and yeah, so but then as time went, like after quite a bit, you know, I did get in contact with a few people, and we were like talking about the fish. I'm like, man, you know, I haven't done this in so long. This is actually pretty cool. And I still liked the fish. I still liked animatronics in general. It's just I lost focus on that stuff, and throughout that time I just, you know, I kind of forgot a bit. And, you know, I was still active on YouTube here and there, but I was also doing other things, and people would like even question me, "Oh, are you still like doing singing fish videos and da 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 da?" And I would reply, "No, I'm not focused on that right now," and all that jazz. And yeah, so that happens. But anyway, so then after like that time went, when I gotten in contact with a few other people and I was able to talk about this stuff, it kind of got me thinking. I'm just like, man, you know, what if I started doing this again? You know, what if I started collecting again? What if I started uploading again? And maybe even getting into other things as well, you know, because like I said, I like all kinds of animatronics in general, and figured why not. So then I was debating on it for a while. And then I finally decided that I am gonna do it. So it was like right at the beginning of 2020. That's when I made a short clip announcing the fact that I was coming back to the channel and I was gonna start uploading on that stuff again. And ever since then, you know, I've pretty much been doing it. And yeah, so I'm still interested in this stuff, of course. And yeah, so I mean, I guess that pretty much sums it up as to like how I got into it in the first place and kind of just how everything else was for me and, you know, all that jazz. But anyways, so thank you so much to all the members of GMA for giving me the opportunity to come on here and help put out some content. You know, I really, really appreciate it, and I'm so happy to be a member on this channel now. And yeah, I mean, I guess that's really all I gotta say. And yeah, so feel free to, you know, follow and subscribe to my Instagram and YouTube and all that jazz. And plenty of videos will be coming soon. And I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope that you guys enjoy what else there is to come on the channel. So I'm really, really excited to show what I do have right now. And there's only probably so much that I can really do right now, just because I don't have a lot, but I'm gonna do my best to upload what I can and, you know, keep going with it. So yeah, like I said, I'm really excited for what there is to come, and I'm really excited to show also what I do get in the future. And yeah, so as I said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.